Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video today. I hope you are doing all very well. I just want to let you guys know I got some videos coming out, as you can see here on, I got LRSL animations coming out. Well, it's not coming out, it should be out. Just uploaded it about like 10 minutes ago. Go ahead and check that one out. It shows his new animations coming to global and his card information. I go all over that so you won't miss a thing. Next, we have a Hybrid Saiyans versus Beast Gohan mission. I recorded that a while ago and I never got to upload it. But today, we're reacting to an Overwatch 2 video, and I figured, you know what, I'm gonna react to this. I've kind of seen it all, or like seen all the general updates, but I wanted to get to the hero stuff, and I wanted to watch it with you guys together, so we could get a good idea what's coming Overwatch 2. I know I don't do that much content for the game anymore, but it's a good idea, you know, it's just fun to kind of watch, and I figured if I'm gonna watch it, might as well watch it on camera.
Developed comments are recent one.
I'm reacting, by the way, this is to Flats. This is his Flats 2 channel, but go ahead and give him a subscribe, drop him a follow on Twitch. And anyways, besides that, let's get going.
2.11.1 patch, which adjusted all tank heroes, saw a significant gain in interest for the role and had a positive lasting effect in queue times for damage and support as well. There are a few additional tuning changes in this update for tanks, but this patch is largely focused on adjusting many of the more mobile heroes in the damage and support roles.
Sure.
Mobility is very powerful, and we'd like for there to be more of a trade-off for the flexibility that it brings, especially as we add speed boosting abilities like welcoming Juno to the game. We're moving a handful of heroes to 225 HP maximum in some other cases, increasing potency elsewhere with their kit. So more heroes Hanzo could one-shot, and making them a little bit more squishy. So it sounds like they don't actually nerf a whole lot of the tanks here, which is very surprising. I thought after the tank gigabuff patch, they would reel some of them back, but it sounds like they actually ended up not being that insane. And I actually sort of agreed with that over time. Personally, I didn't have a lot of fun playing tank. I still don't have a whole lot of fun playing tank. I don't know if it's just me. I don't know if it's the role. I don't know anymore. I'm kind of losing my mind. But the point is, more people are playing it, so that's a good thing. So let's see what they did. First up, D.Va. Oh, there we go. Oh, starting right off strong with a D.Va nerf. Okay, we were talking about not nerfing tanks, but honestly, this one was very much needed. Developer comment: the increase in defense matrix availability didn't help D.Va's overall performance that much compared to the amount of frustration it is causing players on the opposing team, so we're reverting it to the previous duration. Whoa, what? Maximum duration reduced from 3.5 to 3 seconds. I don't know if I totally believe that. I mean, they're probably saying, like, we have the data, the win rate didn't move, so, like, shut up, kind of. But, like, at the same time, though, at least at the highest level, when I was watching more Overwatch, because I wasn't playing much last season, it seemed like whenever a team was losing, they just went D.Va, and then it ended up becoming a D.Va matchup, so everyone was playing D.Va. So, like, what would the data have shown? Because, like, if everyone ends up playing D.Va in the end, like, that's a mirror matchup, which means that you have one person win on D.Va, one person lose on D.Va. So it's like, huh. Interesting.
Okay, well, keep going. Come on, man. Take forever.
Don't you fucking dare.
All right, let's see it. Come on.
Crazy! I watch the same thing every year, every season. It's the same shit. Where we send one to the farm.
Impact damage increased from 60 to 80. Okay.
Back over time, and it's like, oh, it's just a little buff here and a little buff there and a little buff. Everywhere's a little buff, and it's just like, it's not. Oh man, dude.
Oh, let's move on.
Zarya.
Let's move on.
Whoa. Secondary fire minimum damage increased from 47 to 55, and secondary fire maximum damage increased from 95 to 110. Wow. Okay. Massive buff to right click. Developer comments: Zarya's secondary fire didn't benefit much from the projectile size changes in the Season 9, since it mostly aimed at the ground. We're increasing its damage to keep it feeling effective relative to the primary fire beam. Very interesting, actually.
I can see that. I mean, it's okay.
Hit your right. So it's surprised that's
it. I echo.
Oh, base health reduced
from 250 to 225. Okay, sure. Hanzo, health reduced from 250 to 225. But like Widowmaker has a potential long range mobility. But why reduce his health?
Why?
Why reduce his health?
Hanzo doesn't quite fit the category of being a highly mobile as the other heroes.
I want to see what he
says. 225 HP, but like Widowmaker has the potential long-range lethality merits as he's able to one-shot the 225 heroes. It's also nice for the Hanzo mirror master, more decisive as well. I was actually gonna make that fucking joke. That's so funny. Because at least if you have a Hanzo and they have a Hanzo, at least you can one-shot each other. You know what I mean? That's so fucking hilarious. Oh my goodness. What next? Oh, Junkrat. Projectile size is now reduced by half.
Okay.
What? Projectile size is now reduced by half after the ricochet.
The second.
Projectiles preserve slightly more velocity on ricochet.
Okay.
Is this a nerf? I don't think that's going to be that insane. By making the one of the best parts of Junkrat now is just the fact that it's a version back with the I miss is the not bad.
Okay.
Read this first. Primary fire now wait, what? Primary fire weapon spread reduced from 2 to 1.6 degrees. Critical hits now grant 10 energy, and energy duration rate reduced from 33 to 15 per second after 7 seconds. Yeah, I hate it, but it was needed. Sojourn kind of sucked.
Keep her bad, bro. Nobody likes this fucking character. This character's fucking terrible. I don't care. Keep her fucking nerfed. The less she's in the game is better. The game is healthier. Get her out this fucking game, bro.
At least they didn't buff her railgun.
God damn it.
Plus shots as
I don't give a
the lower
fuck.
against a rank change.
Fucking whatever.
Virus impact damage increased from 25
So lower
to 35.
health.
And stealth bonus movement speed increased from 45 to 60.
Jesus Christ.
What?
So it does
The
10 more
increased movement speed
damage.
while in stealth will
has
better enable
25
Sombra
less
to get
health,
into advantageous
and has
positions
15%
or be
increase in
slightly
speed.
more evasive with the lower health.
I don't think you needed that. But okay.
Iris doing more damage on impact. Plus ports.
Okay.
I think be more annoying.
I don't think we needed it.
More health for Torbjorn is to increase survivability against the heroes which are most affected by armor changes reduction, such as Tracer. Good change.
Okay.
I think Torb being a good count or a good answer to Tracer is nice.
So he keeps the same amount of health. He just gets more armor.
Tracer, because like being able to put the turret down and the Tracer can't play the game is like a little bit ass. But this forces the Torb to be actually able to win the duel against the Tracer, and they should. They have they have enough in their kit, I would say. So it makes Torb slightly more tanky and also makes a better answer to those more mobile heroes such as Sombra, which also got buffed, and Tracer, who's still pretty good. So I'm actually okay with this change.
I'm okay with it.
I'm actually okay with it. Solar rifle maximum ammo reduced from 16 to 14.
Sick.
Okay. Captive Sun projectile environment collision size reduced from 0.15 to 0 meters.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
I don't understand this change at all. Alari can deal a lot of damage over the course of a game, but may have too much ammo. I don't think ammo really matters much for Alari, if I'm completely honest. Given that her projectiles are easier to land hits due to the increased projectile size, we're also removing the extra environment collision size on her Captive Sun projectile so it doesn't automatically detonate when firing at nearby walls and such.
Okay.
Oh.
So it's not really like a
Interesting.
nerf. It's more just.
I don't know how. I can't picture that in my head. I'll have to just see how it feels. There's a similar fix to prevent her secondary fire beam from impacting a wall instead of allies near it.
Okay.
That's interesting.
That's cool.
So it sounds like it's going to hit walls more often. Yeah. It's AoE, but it's not going to... Wait. It's not going to get stuck on things unless hitting directly. Oh, it'll avoid walls less often. Sorry, yeah. I said more often? Less often.
No,
okay.
yeah.
So, like...
Okay.
You know, like there's like a random fucking tree.
Okay. Sick.
Same, but okay. Oh. Holy...
Okay, I'm gonna read this myself. Community feedback on Juno's trial was split between over and under power. On the stat side, she performed strongly in most heavy categories, but particularly overperformed in the healing output over the course of the game. These changes are improving her utility while pulling back lightly on the healing throughput. Since we'd still like her to launch in a strong state as players grow accustomed to her playstyle, there are also quite a few quality life improvements that are listed elsewhere in the patch notes. Juno has now been added to the lineup. Juno is now eligible in competitive play. Those aren't fucking things. So she has 25 less health. Burst projectile volley rate reduced from 34 to 28
comment. Community feedback on Juno's trial was
per second.
Split between over.
Damage and healing impact is increased from 75 to 85. Healing over time reduced from 60 to 50.
They're powered. On the stat side, she performed strongly.
So she got a nerf.
Most every categories, but particularly in her utility.
So she got a nerf.
Style. Juno
Hyper ring deploy range from
Into the lineup,
increased by
genetic competitive play.
3.5 meters.
Base health reduced from 250 to 225. Yeah, we got a teaser from that in the trailer. The burst
Okay.
projectile volley
Beam
rate
travel speed
reduced
increased
from
from
34
1.9
to
to 2.
28 shots per second.
So she doesn't shoot as fast? Or shoot as much?
What? So they just made her rate of fire like a lot lower? Pulsar torpedoes, damage and healing impact increased from 75 to 85.
So she does more damage, but less healing.
Heal over time reduced from 60 to 50. Okay. I get that maybe the torpedoes didn't feel that great, but I don't know how I feel about not making the left click worse and making the auto aim ability better. I don't know how I feel about that. Hyper ring deploy range increased by 3.5 meters. That's interesting. They're making it so you shoot it further. Cooldown reduced from 16 to 14 seconds. Okay, made the cooldown a little bit lower. Use it a little bit more often. Orbital array beam travel speed increased from 1.9 to 2.25 meters per second. Okay, so the ult goes a little bit quicker. Ult moves a little bit faster.
Okay.
So that means you can take more ground with it, which is nice. But also it'll run away from your team faster. So there's give and take. Deploy range on the ring, I like that. Cooldown or buff, I like that. I'd have to see how the rate of fire feels in game. Because like that doesn't like 34 to 28 feels like a lot. Kiriko.
Okay.
Despite this perception of how powerful Kiriko feels to play against, she is a hero that consistently underperforms when it comes to winning games.
No.
However, she is a highly evasive hero that makes a lot of sense to be in the 225 health bracket to help counterbalance the loss of health. We're smoothing out her damage dealing consistency by increasing the kunai's base damage and removing the enhanced critical multiplier.
She doesn't need more.
That's so disappointing, actually.
She doesn't need
base health
more.
Reduced from 250 to 225. Critical multiplier reduced from 2.5 to
character.
Damage increased from 45 to 60. Recovery time increased from 0.5 to 5.5. So this is a buff to... I'll explain it before I talk about why I'm disappointed. It's a buff to body shots. So like if you're not a headshot Andy, you'll do more damage consistently.
Yeah.
And like headshots will still do the same. Like they still do 120 damage. But the reason why I'm sad about that is because Kiri, when she launched, that was like her big thing, right? Like she's a support that is really mechanically intensive to hit headshots with, and reward you for doing so.
Yeah.
But if you don't have the mechanical skill to hit that many headshots, you can still do a lot of healing with her. But you're not going to perform in the same way. And so like it made it have a really high skill ceiling. And if you were not good with Kiri, your floor could be quite low, even though you could do a lot of healing in your Rush and Suzu and stuff like that.
Yep.
And good survivability. And this is just completely stripped that away. Damage went from 112 to 120. Oh, so it's a straight damage buff with a headshot. Oh, even better. Sorry, I thought it was still at 120. My bad. So this is a buff. This is a straight up buff to her damage, plus a buff to the skill floor.
Ridiculous, bro.
But this also just makes it so like players that are not that good just do more with her. Mm-hmm. Which, if you're talking from like a fun standpoint and just like a gamer standpoint, that's like not necessarily bad, because like your bronze, silver, gold, even plat players shouldn't like not get to have fun, right? Like I'm not anti-fun for you, but I did kind of enjoy having at least like one or two characters in each role that like are super high skill. Like your only way you're gonna really pop off with them is you're like extremely talented or mechanically talented or game sense talented. And I feel like that just kind of got removed, and it's almost like you just made like another support, you know?
I agree. Okay, moving on.
So
Lifeweaver.
To enable
the pedal platform was way too easy to waste.
The fear of falling
now it resets on the ground if no one's
wait a
standing
minute,
on
that sounds
it.
awesome. Healing progress can now charge passively at a reduced rate. No longer reduces movement speed when holding a full charge.
Let's go!
Platform duration only counts down when the platform is raised.
Sick.
Platform now resets if no one is standing on it for 2 seconds.
Sick.
Duration increased from 10 to 12 seconds.
Okay.
Health reduced from 400 to 300.
That's fine.
And rejuvenating dash reduced from 60 to 45. Wow.
Fuck you.
Holy shit, this is actually looks crazy good.
No.
So they brought down the self-heal, which was a little bit frustrating to play against on Weaver. They brought down the ridiculous 400
This self-heal was all he had because that's bullshit.
HP platform, which is a little bit annoying to play against, but also
everything else
made it
is
so
good.
that
The self-heal, fuck no.
it lasts longer, which means if you're using it,
That's
you're
bullshit.
getting a better use
I'm
out of it.
upset.
And
Oh,
also, if you have some dumbass that walks over it right away and doesn't use
that's a
God movement enables certain parts of our ability
let's
kit.
see, mercy.
So we'd like to keep that strength. We're moving here to 225 HP, increasing output for her Kakeda's staff beams.
Healing
So
does
Mercy's
from
health going from
55
250 to 225. But they're buffing the left click healing from 55 to 60, which is old Overwatch 1 Mercy healing. And then they're also buffing the damage boost from 25% to 30%, which means this is old Mercy.
Okay. It's not too bad. That's pretty good, I guess.
Old peak Mercy without the reses, though. Holy shit. So wait, Sojourn got buffed this season and Mercy got buffed?
It's over.
Uh-oh.
It's over. You're gonna get bodied by those two. Alright, come on, next one. Moira, reduce health, secondary fire damage increase.
Moira can be difficult to take down between the low cooldown of her Fate ability and self-healing of the Biotic Orb.
She is
now 225 HP and slightly higher damage output to keep an edge on her offensive potential.
She doesn't need that.
I get what they're going for. More damage, but also less health, so less sustain, more risk. I could see that going either way, though.
She doesn't need it. She doesn't need it.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
She doesn't need it, but it is what it is. All right, let's see. Lucio,
category.
Base health reduced and primary fire damage increased from 18 to 22.
Than other heroes in this category, so we're tuning up his primary fire damage output to increase his effectiveness at range before diving in.
And there's two more.
I don't know about that last sentence. I don't know where that damage output to Lucio. Obviously less health, but
more damage, sure.
That all changes.
Zero quality alive.
Locally
the weapon model visuals and firing sounds were updated to indicate when the weapon is at low ammo. The heal sounds that play locally to the Juno player were updated to be more noticeable when allies are healing at closer health. Cooldown ability. The cooldown when the ability is cancelled after no successful lock-ons has been reduced from 5 to 2 seconds. Goated. The line of sight checks were improved to better find targets with hitbox in view. Added range of forgiveness, an extra 5 meters on current targets that might have moved beyond the 40 minute. Okay. The local cancel sound was increased in volume to be more noticeable. The ally and enemy impact sounds were updated to Healing torpedoes have new impact visuals when hitting enemy barriers and when clipping near walls. Glide boost now adjusts Juno better when she hits level architecture such as doorways. Hyper ring Juno players now will hear the initial hyper ring plier sound when they enter their own ring for the first time. Okay. And the ultimate voice line was updated into tone to better contrast the ally version. The enemy version of the race start sound was updated to sound more noticeable. Okay, just some map updates. Pushbot has been updated so players cannot test from certain high ground positions. Sure. And that's about it. Alright, let's go to the testing.
Wait. What? Wait, I'm blue. Wait, what?
Someone needs to fill this out.
That's pretty sick. That you turn blue now when you get damage boosted. That's pretty sick.
Wait, you glow now when you're damage boosted?
That's pretty sick.
Is this to like really make it obvious that you're being damage boosted?
That's pretty sick.
I don't know how I feel about it, but I understand what they're going for. They probably want players to know that they're actually getting damage boosted so they stop complaining at their Mercy players.
That's pretty sick.
But I feel like it's going to be kind of annoying. No. Yeah, let's see what it looks like in third person.
Boosting your damage.
That's pretty sick. I like it. I think it's cool.
Damage boost. Let me see. You're shooting. Oh. Oh, wow.
Oh, that's much faster.
Wow, they really changed the way this looks. Wait, I'm blue in that as well?
Nice.
Wait, so you glow blue? Holy
sick.
Currently
okay, let's see.
Oh.
Alright.
That's kind of nuts.
Let's see the new Life Weaver change. Oh, that's nice.
Or if you want to use it for the one you're currently working on, that's fine
nice.
too. Look at that.
Oh, that's so nice. Take it. Is it almost dead?
So now Weaver charges his
So,
left click
Life
while
Weaver
you're
got
doing
changed,
damage or you're
Cassandra,
just
where
AFK. So you don't even have to charge your
like
first
heal
one. It's
when he has to
already
charge it
good to
up.
go.
You can just
So
shoot it
boom,
now, and then
and
you
then
can
if I
do
want to
other
charge
stuff,
faster, like I normally
and
do with
it
like your normal
automatically
left
charge.
clicks,
Like
boom.
that's him charging
But
it,
then
but
say I go
it'll
back to doing
automatically charge
damage,
by
it
itself
passively
without having to
charges
charge it
back
now,
up to 80.
which is
So then
nice.
let's say I'm doing damage, and oh, someone's low. Boom, just instantly throw it at him. Keep
they
doing
nerfed his
damage, doing
self-heal,
damage,
though.
doing damage, doing damage, doing damage. Oh, someone gets low.
Yeah,
Boom.
that was unfortunate. They nerfed it by
Oh,
15.
okay. Let's see the new platform. So you throw the platform down, and
Okay,
then if you
300
go up
health.
on it,
Okay.
and then you get off of it.
2.
2 seconds later, it'll come back down. Then you can get back on it,
1.
and then it will come
2.
back
Oh,
down.
when it
and
stops,
then
you
go
can see
back
the
on
arrow
it,
down here, and it stops.
and then it will go back down. And look at the timer. You see my timer of the uptime above the icon?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Oh,
No secrets.
oh, she'd be moving.
Yeah, she looks
be
pretty
moving.
fast.
Oh yeah, and lastly, we'll do Juno fire rate.
That looks much slower.
Ooh.
That looks so much slower.
Ooh. Oh, that feels so slow.
Oh, that sounds slow. That sounds so
Ooh.
slow.
Oh no.
That sounds so slow.
Oof.
Oh, that just looks bad.
Oof.
Thanks.
They buff the torpedoes and nerf the left click. Oh, poor Juno.
Oh, that sucks. Was that it? Okay, cool. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, well, that's it for today's video. As always, make sure you hit that like button, hit that sub button. Let me know what you thought about the Overwatch. Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck?
Anyways,
let me know what you thought about, the new Overwatch patch. And, are you going to be playing Season 12? If not, oh well. But, anywho, just want to update you guys. See ya!